just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They go play action here on first down.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
64 yards.
And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20.
They'll have the first down and more than that.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worked this up yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punt. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
Across midfield, Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the intercept. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an odd.
But how about this, a fake? Well, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need.
I would say that'd be a good idea, double teaming.
2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Twist. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead. First half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Buying time to his left.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
He's still on his feet.
And down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
Oh, nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now 2nd and 9.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And this will be taken at the 13. Fighting his way through contact.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip up a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, Tyreek Hill.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 95 yards.
And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
30, Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for... Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tua going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Tua to throw again. Being chased out left. Open man downfield is Hill. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his big tight end here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Tua rolling to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Looking to pass. Tua. Dolphins. Raheem Mostert from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Gets around him. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Tua sets up to pass it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, a field goal is probably not going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Mullins. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw to a target and get that pass away.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
16 more on that one and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Nick Muse,
a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
That's swung out to Mostert.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you.
Touchdown!
Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
All right, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. And my goodness, another interception.
Mekhi Blackman's got it.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.